G'day.
Human.
G'day, how are you?
Hi.
Hello. Would like to meet Elijah. This is Elijah. Elijah.
Prophet Elijah.
Elijah, this is Moses.
Ah, finally.
Hi.
You got the whole crew there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of presents.
Yeah. Elijah is in Vancouver.
What are you talking about? I'm up on the planet here. I had to leave. Everything was getting too insane.
So
what are you guys in the middle of some trance or something?
It's my birthday, and it's my birthday. And
I got
we're
it.
having an event today. And sorry I missed your call at 4. We were in the middle of singing a bee song.
Oh, very nice. Are you guys taking some mushrooms?
No. Are you?
We are. No.
Yes.
Ask him.
Yeah, give me a second. Can I give 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. I'll come to my. No. I'm just. So what's happening now in the flow is we can debrief for 5 minutes. Then we're going into the garden, and I'm going to tell a story. And you're more than welcome to sit in one of the seats with the 4 ladies, and you can sit in a seat, and we can just have a chat. I can introduce you to them, and I'll just show you around this is the house. So let me just get my champagne first of all, because it's my birthday. It's very nice to be bought champagne. Had the kilt on.
Champagne.
Had the kilt on.
Very nice.
I've had a clown workshop, and someone gave me, I've got suspenders now. So yeah.
Did you get tagged there, or is that part of the props?
What's that?
You got clothespined. Did someone tag you, or is that your own?
Well, what happened was Moses is responsible for he's taking responsibility for the spirit of Uni 1, and I'm taking responsibility for the spirit of the game of now. So we got married. We had a spirit wedding, and Brett Ann married us for one day. So
I like short-term contracts.
He offered I offered this pen as a dowry, and he offered a pair of very nice. Give me a second. Hang on a sec. So I've got these.
Sweet.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. You did well in that exchange.
I did well in that exchange, yeah. And he's got me pregnant within an hour. It's incredible.
Wait, I missed something there. You're the game of now, and he's what?
Uni 1.
Uni 1. Okay.
Yeah, UNIONE.
Okay.
So we've been doing a lot of conversation around, the idea of spirit, and then how do you bring that into form? And Uni 1 applies to all humans. We're all unique, and we're all one at the same time, and that is the essence of Judaism, beyond the Kabbalah 2.0. So basically,
oh, that's a nice one.
and Brett Ann's just invited me to become queer Jesus. So I'm queer Jesus, and basically, just because I'm queer doesn't mean I'm gay. I could be all sorts of things. It can be anything I want to be. And yes,
you're Jesus.
Well, queer Jesus.
Well, yeah. Okay, so it's happening.
Oh, it's hilarious. Saying I'm going running with Moses, is
did you don't quite, I think you don't know how I saw you guys there. It was like the Beatles coming on, or it's just like there was so much presence.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like it's a bit. I'll just show you the house. So hang on a sec.
Where are you?
I'm in Brussels.
Okay, Brussels.
So come on, turn around. Why is the camera not turning? There we are. Right. So this is the kind of end of the boundary of where I am with Brett
Oh.
Ann. So we've rented this part
Nice.
from here up
Oh, nice.
up there. We've got a nice, lovely
Oh, wow. Lovely.
bath.
Got the bathroom.
So we've got all that. It's been recorded, so we won't show intimate spaces, but we've got this and this nice area.
Nice.
That might be a working area. There's 2 beds there. That could be a working area. Turn it into the castle from Golden Spider. Get Gino along, and then
Very
we have
nice.
here.
Is that our, where's our
very
kitchen?
nice space. Hang on a sec. I'll bring it to the kitchen. Here's this is Lydia. Lydia. This is Elijah. Elijah. This. Oh, sorry. Hang on. You got to turn it. Hang on. Do that. Can you press that one? Lydia.
Hi, Jay.
Lydia is. Where were you born?
Yes.
You were born. I know you were born, but
Was
where?
born, yes.
Where?
Portland.
Poland.
Portland.
Portland.
You were born in Portland. She's born in Portland.
Portland, USA.
Yes, in USA. I was born in USA, but I live in Ukraine.
But she lives in Ukraine, so she grew up there. You grew
Holy
up there.
schmoly.
Yeah.
So here we have, this is the main sort of boardroom, as it were. This is
Wow.
we've got a flip chart there. People would ask me, what can we do? And then I said, write anything. So Brett Ann wrote anything. And then,
I can see you guys are doing big things there.
oh yeah, and then we've got this going on here.
Oh, okay.
We've got
Something for the dog?
I rebirthed myself in that this morning.
Mm.
And then here we go. This is sort of, we're through the veil. And here they are. Look at them. Look at it. Look how lazy they are.
Holy
at
shit.
them.
I need to
We've
get
got
into
Brett-
that
Brett-
relaxing.
Brett Ann Balamuth. We've got Ingrid Liberatore and Gina Van Hoof.
Ah,
And this is Elijah Ignatieff. He's in Vancouver.
I'm in space. In space.
Here we are. Look at this. I'm just showing him the house.
Slackers. Whole bunch of slackers.
And this is the networking space. We have
Oh my
and Moshe
God.
he does his networking, and we've got all of this.
Wow.
And then this, I love that. You speak French, don't you?
Not, yeah, a little bit. Something is impossible. Get out of the house.
It says those who think that it's impossible are kindly asked to get out of the ways of those who are trying.
Ah, very nice.
Very nice. And then that's their private space, but we go around the back, and this is
I'm digging
This is
those
a-
glasses. You total rock star.
and then here's the
Another table.
kitchen.
Jeez, what a house.
We've got the kitchen.
There's the
here.
kitchen.
So I think Gino could be in there. And then
Imagine there is no heaven.
there you go.
Let's get out of that duality.
Here we are. We've got this. This is the garden. We've got a nice table here.
Holy shoot. Love that table.
And then
Two tables.
and there we go. We've got a nice
Holy cow. You could have a great little party back there.
yeah, and this is a nice, really enclosed space.
Jesus. You fell down on the right spot, I tell you.
There's
Oh.
the man.
And the Gollum ring. So what's going on? It's just a bunch of slackers hanging out,
That's it.
thinking they can do anything.
Yeah.
Hey, did you look at the manual I sent you on your birthday?
Elijah, I got I got up today. Hang on, let me sit somewhere. What time you expect me on stage? You want me on stage in a minute and a half? Can you 15 minutes? Is that okay?
They're waiting for you.
Lydia's good, making quite a noise, but she's yeah. I'll carry on.
So am I going to be in the audience on a chair kind of watching you?
One? I mean, you don't have to be.
No, I think it's great. I'd love to participate as a digital thing. Stop saying I'm from Vancouver. I'm up in space.
You're up in space right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's where I am there. Look.
Fuck, man. You got a skylight.
Yeah.
That's a sweet place you're at.
Yeah.
And is this is the headquarters for the uni?
Whoa. Uni 1. So Uni 1 has been going for 14 years. More or less. Moses, who you've just met, has been, yeah, I mean, I can share the story. I'm being recorded, so I just want to make sure that anyone watching this at any time in the future knows that I don't have all the information. I'm just sharing what I know from my perspective, based upon my memory, having had at least 2 glasses of champagne. So please forgive me if I get anything wrong.
Heretic! Heretic!
He said that 4 years ago. He said this would happen and it didn't. I've always liked brave people. I think brave people are, the very small percentage of the population who really just have the nerve to try and live in a different way. People like yourself and other people we know. And we get given a hard time. But yeah, all good. So basically, Moses was, his past life previously to now, his father Gershon was one of the first 2 rabbis that were selected by the Rebbe, who was the sort of spiritual leader of the Chabad movement. To it was done in waves. So in the 50s there was a wave, and then the 60s and 70s and 80s. So just a wave of rabbis being trained and going out into the world and things like that. And so Moses, when his father passed on, he became suddenly the head of Europe. So he was the top rabbi in Europe, and but he was going into a phase of his life where he felt, yeah, I want to be human, not Jewish. So today, we played the game of Now today at my birthday for 3 hours, and he shared the story of when he met the Dalai Lama, and when he was still in his Jewish look, and the Dalai just said, "Jew," and he said, "No, I'm human, and I believe we're all unique, and that yet we're all one. That's the essence of Judaism." And that Tenzin was ooh. So that began a period, and yeah, Moses basically built up. He got 10 good men, I think good men and women maybe, who to run the organizations in Europe, and then he walked away. He just said no more, and he left that role and just became a man. And therefore, having had that network, and when you're networked at that level, you're meeting royalty, you're meeting, you name it, everybody. And he carries it with humility, and now he just wants to be as free from that identity as possible. And he, Uni 1, he didn't even name Uni 1, but he basically he said, I want to have a place near the EU, because I'm literally, where we are is 200 yards from the EU buildings, the head of the, right in the center of European rational thinking and those decisions. And basically he said, I need to, and a very wealthy friend of a friend or whatever, I don't know the details of that, but they bought him this place. And so he has been running this for a long time, helping people who are burnt out, helping professionals, helping people who want a different way of being, gathering together in a circle and supporting them. Because Kabbalah is all about 10. It was 10 men gathering in presence, and then God appears. And he's saying, it doesn't have to be penises, doesn't have to be 10, it can be present. So he had this thing as well, which I love, is, you look at all the religions, you've got one figurehead, usually, male, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever. You have one text, you have one holy place, you have a set of rituals, a set of symbols. And Moses is saying the one person is you. You are connected. The second thing is the text is like the wiki, the story of the world that we're weaving together. The holy place is wherever you stand. The rituals are personal. However you want to create your life and play with it is up to you. And then the symbology, again, that's just language that's evolving and how we share, whether it's emoticons or music or sound or color. That's all evolving as well. So he did that, and he's been attracting people for that length of time who just attract this vibe and this feeling of being welcomed. You're welcome with all your problems, and let's not judge and let's just share. And people start to have, they're crying and they're feeling for the first time, and it's beautiful. So I met him 2 years ago, and we're now finding he's the source of Uni One as an idea, the source of the idea, like you are the source of all your work, and then like Gino's the source of his, and always other people like Mark Wagner and others. And how do we then as create these so that the energy that we attract, the frequencies don't get in the way, and there's a coherence, and then we resonate, and these islands of coherence happen. So, and then Brianne, she's really doing amazingly with her work on how the physical interacts with the digital and the spiritual. She's now pretty much mapping that all out regarding the biomimicry and the biosphere. So her work is extraordinary around language and around native cultures, indigenous cultures, and then the more advancing where we're going, it's all about velocity and quality and acceleration of experience into emotion and feeling. So she's really doing amazingly well. So she and I are really close, and then like twins, and then Moses is right next door. So the energy field is very powerful. And how do we best support each other and not get in each other's way? So we're practicing that. And it's phasing how 3 can affect, if you've got 2, you're constantly mirroring and saying, hang on, do you want me, or who's me to, and then the third goes, oh, right, so I'm observing this, and then it helps. And then we go to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6, the Fibonacci rollout and all that. So Uni One, the thing is, it all starts with a dot, and then the dot, and then it's the spiral, and then it brings the energy in, and then we have to ground it, and that's the challenge of freezing it, as it were, choosing to say this is what it is, or this is this expression of it now. So we're looking at circles as being the expression of that idea, and then maybe moving to squares and other forms. But what happens is, because the energy is so good, people come in, nourish themselves, and take, and they just leave, rather than giving and saying, right, let's form something, let's put something down. So that's where we're at, and it's going nicely. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. I mean, the space is so important, and to, I think, unite into the Trinity, and to have that strong foundation of, again, presence. Like I could feel it. It was like, that's a strong team. That's when I met a really good friend of mine, the Rev, a priest that I spent some similar time with. And then when I first met him, it was the same thing. He was there with this, he had a lot of presence, right? He, that's all you got to say about it. You can just tell.
Well, Moses has been, he was raised in the Kabbalah and by a spiritual master since he was 8. So you could shout and scream at me, just sit there and go, okay.
So he never gets triggered.
Well, I've seen him triggered slightly a few times, but not hardly any time at all. But there's a guy called Peter Koenig in Switzerland who does this work on money. I think it's pkconsulting.com or something. I can't remember, but he's got this whole thing around money and work called the source. So how do you the source always knows what's best for the idea, regardless if someone's brilliant or intelligent, whatever. They say, oh, you should be doing this. It's like, okay, well, you do that then. I'm doing this, and they always know. So Moses will always know the best for Uni 1. I'll always know what's best for the Game of Now. You'll always know what's best for Planetary Gardens or the other conscious communication or other thing. And that's the thing, is that it's then how do we align so that we're able to attract and share people, build a team and in place and things like that. So with Brett and I here, Moses is here. There's a lot of strong people in Brussels. Poof, there really are. I mean, it's just sensitive. You've got every nation is represented here,
Wow.
and a lot of all the Africans, Asians, Chinese, embassies, you name it. So it's great, and there's some amazing buildings. Wow. So yeah, we're just going to focus here and have a place, hopefully, in the forests near London where we can rest in the forests. So that's important, because Brett gets overwhelmed by the information and all the energies here. And yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Golden Spider is very present again, because it feels like it's not only a book, it's a prophecy of my life. So and I wrote it 2 years ago, so I want to read it again. And the original copy is on Andros. So to go back there, and Brett wants me to read it to her. Well, I offered to read it to her, just from the original copy, because my friend has the original copy on the island. So that story of us going there and then me reading it to her and then saying, okay, bringing that into the world as Golden Spider, as being the first game of many, and starting in Brussels. So this morning I bought gameofnow.b, which is great because Belgium is .be, so you can say be this or be that or be Uni 1 or be anything.
Right. Oh, nice.
And I set that up this morning, and that felt good, and I'll just slowly but the thing is, how it's for me to provide the energy to Uni 1, because this is where I'm in that field, I'm supporting that field, and how to activate it, ground it, and then bring in the people to then give it the structure so that he can then leave, because that's what he wants to do, is to go, and he wants to get out. And I just said to him, what's your dream? He said, I want to get up in the morning and that the people I meet actually are happy to see me. That's all. Rather than there goes that fucking guy who destroyed this Judaism and left and caused always in nature having a good, just calm, simple life. He wants to get rid of his mobile phone, happy to just be relaxed and that's his aim. And if I can help him do that, then he'd be most grateful. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Wow, it's exciting. Sounds like a perfect place for you. Perfect timing, perfect place.
In terms of networking, I mean, this place, Brussels, it's all they do. It's networks of networks, meeting each other and knowing each other, and everyone's trying to consume each other and do this. We should be doing this, and we're doing that, and I'll just come in and go, no.
Right. Wow. It's great to see. Great to hear.
What about you? What's your update?
Well,
I got your thing, by the way. I got it, so I'll read it. But
that's like my first shot at a sort of working manual for the chondrotypes and values come together. So as opposed to value systems, which is kind of like the end result, usually probably of a lot of work, the beginning of just value concept. That's it. Value concept just by itself, starting with that as a manual, you'll see that you can program all 72 combo types. And and assess yourself in terms of which am I good at, which am I not good at, and then which do I want to work on. And so that's huge, I think. I mean, I'd like to see what you think, because it's the first time writing, it's the first time. Yeah. And then I'm working on the, can you see these? I've got 1,000 of these. So I've got the beginning of the next thing is 250 card sets. So I've got to redo the card sets, and then I'm doing the manuals, and then I'm going to have enough for 250. So and then I was thinking of getting 144 together and trying to do the shared knowledge community, and everyone in the shared knowledge community has a card set. And then we've got the software program that's partially built.
At Noah.
Yeah, Noah. I've been playing his game of planets.
Yeah, he contacted me. He was the first person to wish me happy birthday today.
Was he?
Yeah. Where is he based?
He's in New Zealand.
Right. So he was
Still up, or yeah, he's still up.
he's ahead. Yeah, he's ahead. Right? He's ahead of time. So he yeah. Is he on now?
Is he on now? 8:12. I think he's sleeping.
Yeah, 3 in the morning there.
Yeah. No, he's not up now. But yeah, well, that's cool.
Call with him soon. I'd love to ping. The thing is that what I'm doing here is I'm committing to, I've invested my money in Uni One
We have.
by renting next door. So I've paid a year's rent
Wow.
and given a gift of €1,000 as a token of,
Nice.
Uni, because his network, his energy, the work he's done here, he
Yeah.
stayed in the one right next to a corrupt, polluted stinkhole and sat there and absorbed and processed and done an enormous amount of work. I was running around all over the world doing that, absorbing whatever, taking up, but he's sat here and he's taken the flack of, can you imagine that? Because they're nervous. I mean, the Jewish community is nervous that if he starts affecting people and they leave Judaism, that's a big business. Big business. And if he's saying, no, you're human first. Listen, I've got no problem with the Bible or the Judaism or the values of that. It's just that, it's not about us versus them anymore. We have to come together. So and that's what he said. The original Jewish texts were basically, because it's before Christianity and Hinduism and Islam. It's about we're all unique and we're all together. So he reinterprets the Bible through his own lens. He's exceptionally grounded, very calm. And yeah, it's a pleasure working with him. So we are together. Yeah, we got married today. Symbolic. And Anne is the third, I'd say, here. So that's really all it needs. Yeah.
And who are the other people sitting on the couches? They're other supporters.
Gina basically she's an artist and a creative. She wrote a book for children about a feather in the desert. She just self-published and did all that. And then Ingrid runs an organization called Convergence Point, and she works with her husband, I think, or partner, that they do point of sale and things like that, but upcycling, like really good. They do a lot of they're a communications agency and design agency. So they've been working with Union One for a while, and yeah, really we just get on really well. And the main thing for me, Elijah, though, was I did some clowning work. I've never done clowning work, and it was just really transformational. And a guy called Benoit de Moffat, we stayed with him last night in the country, and he's a very special being. He's so sensitive, and he picks energy up and goes, whoa, what? Then he does all these amazing energy. So he said, he's saying to me, the work is you start off with this thing about 3 hours. You do 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. So just really tight 3 hour workshops. That's what they're doing here. Always 3 hours, or 3 or 6 or whatever. Love, I won't be long. Okay, all right. So I like that. It's 3 hours and there's a lot of clarity around this is what you pay. You pay €30 for that, or you pay this or pay that, or it's 150 for. So it's really clean. And they give a piece of paper with, that's my address, that's the thing, that's what it costs, that's my bank account. You can pay by cash or that, but it's done upfront, done. None of this nonsense. Really clean and sharp. And the 3 hour workshop was, the first hour was getting to know each other, just chatting about what the work is and going into your body and playing with size and space, and where are you in relation to each other and yourself, and you're doing these exercises with moving around. And then the first one is you put on a neutral mask, like a mask here that's neutral, and so people they don't know what you don't know what your face is doing behind the mask. and that means you can go into shadow and other parts of self without being looked at, and really go for it. So I did that, and I went into this very, very wild, just and I just like hitting things, and then I collapsed and felt like a child again. It was an amazing feeling. And then when you do that, then you get a red nose, and you come out of the shadow with the nose on, being strange and funny and fresh. It's just a beautiful work.
Mm.
And that was great. So we did that a few weeks ago, and then we met him again on the Friday, did 6 hours work with him intensely. And it's changed a lot. And now, when you've got so many strong people around working together, meeting each other, chatting, sharing their work, in this kind of place, it's so powerful.
Oh man, you're lucky man. That's just fantastic to hear. I don't know if you, as you were speaking, just in terms of the 3 hours, because the timesheets I have are based on 3-hour segments. And if you want a bunch of maps to help you structure the time there, I basically have a really interesting way to structure a whole year and break it down in a manner that it might find useful for you now that you have a space.
Yeah, well, I want to do as many different things as possible, and just because some people need a lot of structure, some people don't like it, some people like a mix, some people like, so I think, and Gino is coming to Europe. Well, he's invited me and Brett Ann and anybody else to do a workshop in Paris early July. So that looks like it's on the cards. And then he's going to Ibiza. I may go with him, because we've never journeyed together. We've never traveled together.
That should be funny.
We will see. We should do. We'll be doing videos going, "Hey there."
Oh man.
A mobile kitchen.
It's like I got to get my passport.
Yeah, why not? Come over July, Paris. It'd be hilarious. I
mean, that sounds good. Yeah, I mean, Christ, I got to get out of here. I got to get moving. I'm gonna be this big piece of sludge. It's barely moving.
Well,
flicking.
If I remember, you sent me €100. Was it $100 once?
I don't think it did. It ever go through? We had a battle because of it.
So I'll send you back $100 just to get you moving, and energetically towards getting your passport sorted, and then come and hang out with Gino. That'd be hilarious. That'd be a great roadshow.
Oh man. Captain Sweep Unleashed. Well, I'm just, the timing might be good, because I'm just focusing now to get these manuals done and get the whole card package done. So once that's done, then I got to sort of sell it all, or I want to maybe go on the road, and then I can just hopefully click a button and someone else can put the card set together.
Is Gino helping you with that at all? Or
well, that's me and Gino have been having a pretty interesting discussion around me doing some work for him that ended up with me talking with his mom. I had a long call with his mom and him that, if you want to watch it, it's recorded. Actually,
please, could you send it on this link? Could you send it here, please? That sounds hilarious.
Do you want to see? Really, I'll ask his permission.
Oh, please ask if it's okay, if he's, because I know his father-in-law, his father died.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Okay, no, because I can unlist it and send it. I just don't think he wants it for the general public, but yeah.
Well, yeah, if you ask him if he's okay if I watch it, then that'd be. This is my father's kilt.
Aye.
I'm looking for a pen because my pen ran out. It's my dad's ski and do. And I've got this, the values of time.
Oh, very nice.
Alternative time behavior.
Huh.
Yeah.
Does he have,
Interesting.
does he have multiple time cycles?
It says here, the number of people on Earth equals the number of different ways to manage time. Time has many aspects, but one thing is sure. Personal time management operates in the time segment between birth and death. In essence, your time equals the rest time between now and the unknown moment when you leave this material world. Urgent or important, chronos or kairos. Successful people exclusively decide on importance and right moment for decision or action. And it's Michel de Kemeter and Dr. Walter Stram. Stram. So Michel was at my birthday. He's a great guy. He's working with the spirit of the leopard. And I'm looking for it's my dad's funeral rites.
Wow.
And in it, actually, this would be very good on my birthday if I could read it. These are my dad's 17 fundamental truths.
Oh, wow. Can you
Should I
read
read them out?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, give me a sec. Good.